Akashic Records. The Akashic Records is a giant filing cabinet of information. Some people think of the Akashic Records as a library or a book. Some think of it as a database. According to the records themselves, they are another dimension called the Akasha. The Akasha is a higher dimension than the dimension we live in. The Akashic Records are basically a record of what will happen, is happening, or has happened. Because they are a higher dimension, the rules of time don't really apply. Time is a flat circle to the Akashic Records, so information from 2,000 years ago is as accessible as what happened to you yesterday. And what happened to you yesterday is as available as what could happen to you if you stay on the same destiny trajectory in 10 years. Between string theory and quantum mechanics and the records. The many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics states that there are parallel universes that exist side by side, and for every action we take there is an infinite number of universes that coexist at the same time, right next to us, in which we did not make that action. We're always in control of our own destiny. The records just tell us what the most likely outcome is going to be based on the trajectory that we're already on. But at any moment, we can decide to forge a new path and redirect our possible outcomes. Those who subscribe to Akashic record models often reference the biblical Book of Life first mentioned in the Old Testament, Exodus. Scripture asserts that a record of every life is kept in heaven, and it is from these records that souls are judged. Those who access the records report that seekers may experience meeting guides, angels, and behind-the-scenes players. It seems that the galactic library is well staffed. Some say that accessing the records is a type of channeling, others say they receive information in dreams. Those claiming to have accessed the records report any number of experiences, images of guides, temple environments, or auditory messages or instructions. Some report movies of past lives. After sifting through different accounts of the Akashic record reports, it becomes obvious that everyone has experiences unique to them. Some access the records on first attempts, others persist for weeks or months before achieving success, so approaching the effort in the spirit of play, free of expectation, may be the best approach. Many say that persistence in the form of repeated sessions over time brings the best results. There are many methods. Have a specific question. Try spending a little time clarifying intention, perhaps by writing your thoughts with the understanding that there are no wrong questions or intentions. You can ask what you like, but you may not always get an answer. When you're ready, clearly state your intention and request that any guides, whether you know them or not, assist you. Use whatever meditation practice you prefer to enter a relaxed, open state. Give yourself time to let your energy settle and center. Ask to be allowed to access the records in regard to your question. Now stay in an open, receptive state, allowing information to enter your awareness. It could be visual or auditory, or come in the form of a guide or angel. If you connect with another being, ask their name and clarify that you're looking for access to the records in regard to a question. When you're ready, end your session and take the time to record the experience. Did you get access? If not, it's okay. For many, it takes more than one attempt to tune in. Even if you believe nothing happened, write down any impressions or thoughts. Hindsight may reveal more than expected. One of the references to the Akashic records in modern times was made by Helena Blavatsky in the late 19th century. Theosophy is an esoteric belief system that incorporates philosophical tenets from Eastern religions while maintaining that there is no religion higher than truth. Blavatsky claimed she learned of the records from a Tibetan monk, who said the records could be found in the Akasha, or the Sanskrit word for astral light, or the ether element in Eastern belief systems. This fifth element of space is considered the fundamental fabric of reality from which all other elements emerge, the source of material reality. The Eastern idea of karma is a major facet of the Akashic records. Masters of the ancient wisdom, as Blavatsky referred to them as, taught her clairvoyance, psychic abilities, and astral projection. She used these tools to channel information from the Akashic records and built a large following of theosophists. Metaphysician Rudolf Steiner also referenced the Akashic records, asserting that every action, word, and thought leaves a trace in etheric realms. Contemporary physicist Ervin Laszlo explores concepts of Akasha from the perspective of science, concluding that the Akasha contains templates for human ideals such as harmony and equanimity. This is reflected in his Akasha paradigm, which he relates to human evolutionary processes. For those who believe, the records are felt to contain every thought, action, emotion and experience that has ever occurred in all lifetimes in all dimensions of past, present and future probabilities. The knowledge contained therein describes the energy of love that permeates and creates everything in the universe and are thus our entry into divine wisdom. The Akashic Record can be a powerful tool to help us remember our oneness with every being in the universe and to uncover our personal and collective power to manifest our desires. That is what we call as internet today. There are many ways you can be active in life. You can do physical work, mental work, or you can do work with your prana. If you do something with your body, it has a certain lifespan. Things you do with your mind have a slightly longer lifespan. If you do something with your prana, it has a much longer lifespan. But once you work beyond this physical dimension, that is forever. No one can destroy it. If you are willing, what Krishna knew, what Buddha knew, what someone else knew, everything is there. You do not have to study the nonsense that people around them wrote. I have never studied any spirituality, but I am crystal clear about anything concerned with human consciousness. Everything that I know, I do not know. When I walk on the street, I do not carry it. But when I want it, it is always there. Why should I burden myself with all that when it is anyway available all the time? This is how people are using the internet today. You do not have to carry the information with you. It is all there. You access it whenever you want. As far as I am concerned, Krishna, Gautama Buddha or many other yogis of the past are not really past for me. They are like right now. They may have physically died a long time ago, but as far as the core of their work is concerned, it is always like now. Even right now, you can access it the way Gautama did things at that moment. As far as I am concerned, Gautama is right now, not 2,500 years ago. All beings who have broken all dimensions of barriers within themselves and touched the ultimate, what they perceived, grasped and distilled within themselves is for always. It is on the inner net or yogic net. You just have to access it. You do not even need a Wi-Fi for that. If you are willing, what Krishna knew, what Buddha knew, what someone else knew, everything is there.